After your charge for stunt driving in Ontario, you noticed that there's something called an administrative suspension on your driving record. And this reflects the 30-day suspension that you received at the roadside when you were charged by the officer. Now, you probably want to remove this from your record, and the question is this possible? Well, let's investigate. How does that 30-day suspension affect my driving record and insurance? Although it looks bad, the 30-day administrative suspension should not affect your insurance. You cannot remove it from your record because your driving record actually keeps a history of all of your charges. However, the roadside suspension is called an administrative suspension due to your stunt and racing, but it really has no value to an insurance company until it is attached to an actual conviction of stunt driving. The easiest way to understand this is the following. Although the suspension is on your record, it would still be there even if the charges were withdrawn at a later date in court. So even though there would be no future stunt charge, you would still have that administrative suspension on your record. Therefore, it really has no value because there is no actual conviction that is following it. So don't worry so much about it. It should not affect anything for your insurance company or your insurance rates. Now, are you sure the administrative suspension does not have any impact? The 30-day administrative suspension on your driving record should not have any impact on your insurance. However, this cannot be said for something like, let's say, private companies or any job that involves driving, because if an individual employer pulls your driving abstract, they will see that 30-day suspension, and you'll probably have to explain what it means. Even if a law firm such as ours is able to get the stunt driving charge withdrawn, for example, at the end of your case, the original suspension would still remain on your record. So there's nothing we can do about this. This record cannot be altered. But again, it is not an insurance company issue. It is strictly a private matter between you and a possible employer, if this is even an issue at all. Does this record ever leave my driving abstract? Well, abstracts do not change. They always remain. You cannot alter your driving record. It is a diary of everything that happens within Ontario that is related to convictions. The only time can help repair your driving record. As years pass on, anything on your abstract would become less relevant to an employer or an insurance company. Even demerit points disappear after 2 years from the date you were charged.